Did you know that a fear of clowns, also known as coulrophobia, affects a significant portion of the population? This unsettling reality is rooted in our psychology, where the distorted features and unpredictable behavior of clowns trigger unease. Today we delve into real-life tales that might just amplify that fear. Clowns, once symbols of joy and laughter, have been transformed into vessels of terror in the horror genre. These painted jesters, who used to spread cheer and merriment, now lurk in the shadows of our deepest fears. Their eerie smiles and exaggerated features have become the stuff of nightmares, with their true intentions hidden behind layers of makeup. The horror genre has taken this innocent figure and twisted it into a monster that haunts our dreams. Real-life creepy clown encounters have surged in popularity, feeding into our collective fear and fascination. These true tales of terror are not for the faint of heart. They delve into the chilling experiences of ordinary people who have come face to face with these horrifying jesters. So, brace yourselves. As we peel back the painted face of these clowns, we reveal the true horror that lurks beneath. Prepare yourself as we journey into these eerie encounters. Our first tale takes us into the life of a woman whose encounter with a clown turned her life into a living nightmare. In the heart of a bustling city, where the noise of life never ceased, a woman named Sarah lived. Sarah was a woman of simple tastes, preferring the comfort of her home to the chaos of the outside world. One day she decided to step out of her comfort zone and attend a local fair that had sprung up in the neighborhood. Little did she know that this decision would forever change her life. As Sarah meandered through the fair, her eyes were drawn to a peculiar sight. A clown, dressed in vibrant colors, his face hidden behind layers of makeup, was performing tricks and garnering laughter from the crowd. Later that night, she saw the clown again, who was now watching her. He was pretending to stab a person on the ground. To her, it looked like a dummy. But there was something unsettling about his demeanor. His eyes held a sinister gleam, and his smile seemed more menacing than joyful. Sarah felt a shiver run down her spine, but brushed it off as her imagination running wild. After that brush with the clown, Sarah decided to head home, leaving behind the fair and the unnerving clown. But as she walked down the dimly lit streets, she couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched. A quick glance over her shoulder confirmed her worst fears. The clown from the fair was following her, his painted smile now a terrifying grimace in the darkness. Panic surged through Sarah as she quickened her pace, her heart pounding in her chest. She reached her home and hurriedly locked the door behind her, hoping to escape the clown's pursuit. But as she peeked out of her window, her blood turned cold. The clown was standing outside her house, staring at her with those sinister eyes. Terrified, Sarah dialed the police, who assured her they would arrive soon. As she waited, she watched in horror as the clown began to perform a macabre pantomime. He mimicked stabbing motions, his laughter echoing eerily in the silent night. The police arrived and apprehended the clown, unmasking him to reveal a man with a history of violent crimes. In his possession, they found a knife and a photograph of Sarah taken at the fair. It was a chilling revelation for Sarah, a grim reminder of the danger she had unknowingly invited into her life. The clown was sentenced to prison, but the trauma of that night haunted Sarah for years to come. The painted face, the sinister laughter, and the horrifying pantomime became recurring nightmares, a constant reminder of the terror she had experienced. Sarah's story serves as a stark warning about the potential horrors lurking beneath a seemingly innocent facade. It's a testament to the chilling reality that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are not the ones from our nightmares, but those that walk among us, hidden behind a painted smile. Her horrifying ordeal serves as a chilling reminder of the terror that lies beneath the painted smile. Not all clowns entertain in the circus. Some find pleasure in the silent halls of sleeping homes. Take a moment and imagine this: a figure, faceless and dressed in a clown's garb, silently moving through your house while you sleep. This is not a scene from a horror movie, but a chilling reality for some unfortunate souls who encountered the faceless terror. This terrifying entity doesn't want your valuables or to cause physical harm. No, this clown craves something far more disturbing. It thrives on fear, the kind that creeps up your spine and leaves you paralyzed. It wants to invade your space, your privacy, and leave its mark in the most unsettling way possible. In the quiet of the night, this faceless clown would silently break into homes. Moving with a disturbing grace, it would navigate through the dark corridors, making its way to the bedrooms of the sleeping occupants. The clown carried with it a camera, its flash the only source of light, capturing the peaceful, unknowing faces of its victims. Imagine waking up, feeling an eerie sense of being watched, only to discover a series of photographs of you sleeping, posted on a dark website. The invasion of privacy, the knowledge of the clown's presence while you were at your most vulnerable, is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. The violation isn't physical but psychological, and that's what makes it all the more terrifying. The faceless terror didn't discriminate. It visited the homes of the rich and poor alike, the young and the old, the single and the married. It took pleasure in the diversity of its victims, their varying reactions adding to its grotesque collection of terror. The clown left no traces of its presence, save for the haunting images on the dark web, a chilling reminder of its visit. The authorities were baffled. Without a physical description or any tangible evidence, they were chasing a ghost, a phantom clown that existed only in the nightmares of its victims. The community lived in fear, their homes no longer a sanctuary, but a potential stage for the next horrifying act of the faceless terror. As the story spread, so did the fear. The haunting tale of the faceless terror served as a grim reminder of the fragility of our security and privacy. It also highlighted the disturbing reality that sometimes the monsters we fear aren't lurking in the shadows outside, but are in our homes, in the very rooms where we seek solace and comfort. The faceless terror is a chilling example of how real-life horror can surpass any fictional tale. It's a testament to the fact that sometimes the most terrifying stories are not those that involve blood and gore, but those that invade our sense of safety, our privacy, our peace of mind. The story of the faceless terror remains unresolved. The clown may have ceased its activities, or perhaps it has simply moved on to a new town, a new set of houses, a new set of victims. The uncertainty adds to the terror, the fear of the unknown, the fear of the faceless terror. In the dead of night, the clown's laughter is the last thing you want to hear. So, lock your doors, check your windows, and remember, the faceless terror could be lurking, camera in hand, ready to capture your peaceful slumber for its collection of horrors. Clowns are not always male, and they do not only prey on the weak and defenseless. Imagine walking alone on a deserted street, the echo of your footsteps the only sound in the eerie silence. A shiver runs down your spine as you sense someone watching you. You turn around, and there, under the dim glow of a street lamp, stands a figure in a frilly dress, a colorful wig, and a painted face. A clown, but not the one you would expect. This one is a woman, her eyes gleaming in the dim light, a sinister grin stretched across her face. Our story begins in a small town, where locals had begun to whisper about a strange figure roaming the streets at night. Men walking alone reported feeling watched, followed, and in some cases even attacked. The common denominator in their stories, a female clown, her laughter echoing through the deserted streets, her painted face a mask of terror under the moonlight. For weeks, the townsfolk were gripped by fear. Men started avoiding the streets after dark, the once bustling nightlife of the town now a ghost of its former self. The police were baffled, unable to find any evidence of the mysterious clown woman. Meanwhile, the stories kept pouring in, each one more chilling than the last. One man claimed to have been stalked all the way to his home. He described how the clown would appear and disappear, her laughter bouncing off the walls of the alleyways, driving him to the brink of madness. Another man reported being attacked, the clown's cold, gloved hands around his neck, her laughter ringing in his ears as he fell unconscious. The fear escalated when a local man disappeared. He was last seen walking home from a bar, a route that would have taken him through the heart of the clown's territory. His disappearance sent shockwaves through the community. The clown was no longer a mere nuisance. She was a threat. The police stepped up their efforts, patrolling the streets at night, hoping to catch the clown in the act. Yet she remained elusive, her laughter echoing through the streets, taunting them. Fear turned into paranoia, and the the town lived in a state of constant dread. Then, one fateful night, a breakthrough. A brave soul ventured out, armed with a camera and a resolve to unmask the clown. He captured the clown on film, her painted face illuminated by the flash, her eyes gleaming with malevolent delight. The image was blurry, distorted, adding to the horror of the spectacle. Thanks to this brave individual, the police finally had a lead. With the image as their guide, they managed to track down the clown. She was a local woman, a quiet, unassuming character by day, a terror by night. She was caught, and her reign of terror came to an end. The town breathed a collective sigh of relief. The nightmare, finally over. Yet the memory of the clown woman lingered, a chilling reminder of the terror that once gripped the town. The men who had been stalked, followed, and attacked were left traumatized, their lives forever scarred by the horrific experiences. So why did she do it? What drove this woman to don the guise of a clown and terrorize her own community? The answer remains a mystery, lost in the twisted labyrinth of her mind. Perhaps it was a perverse sense of power, a thrill derived from instilling fear. Or maybe it was a manifestation of her own inner demons, brought to life in the form of a nightmarish clown. In the darkness, the painted face of a clown can hide more than just a smile. It can hide a predator, a stalker, a terror that lurks in the shadows. The story of the clown woman is a chilling reminder that horror comes in many forms, and sometimes the most terrifying monsters are those that walk among us, hidden behind a mask of normality. From the shadows of our nightmares, these tales of real-life creepy clown encounters have emerged. Today, we've delved into the chilling world of clown horror, unmasking the sinister smiles and the malevolent mirth that hide beneath the playful facade. We began with the harrowing story of a lady who witnessed a murder committed by a man adorned in a clown's attire. In her tale, the laughter turned to terror as the clown followed her home, turning her sanctuary into a stage of horror. This narrative reminds us that fear can slither into our lives when we least expect it, turning an ordinary day into a chilling nightmare. Then, we ventured into the darker corners of the internet with the account of a creepy clown breaking into homes, capturing images of sleeping victims, and posting them on his twisted website. This tale of violation and voyeurism highlights the terrifying reality that our privacy can be invaded even in the most intimate of spaces, leaving us forever questioning our sense of security. Finally, we were gripped by the story of a female clown who stalked and attacked lone men under the cloak of the night. Her tale, a disquieting reminder that danger can lurk where we least expect it, even in the most familiar of faces. Each of these creepy clown encounters serves as a stark reminder of the horror that can be hidden behind the painted faces and oversized shoes. They force us to question our perceptions, to look beyond the surface, and to confront the fears that dwell in the darkness. These stories are not just tales to frighten or entertain, but potent reminders of the real-life horrors that exist in the world. They are narratives that challenge our sense of safety and force us to confront our deepest, most primal fears. Remember, behind every painted face, there could lurk a tale of horror waiting to unfold. These tales are but a glimpse into the world of creepy clown encounters. We've journeyed through the terrifying accounts of the clown of nightmares, the faceless terror, and the stalker in disguise, each more spine-chilling than the last. But my friends, our journey doesn't end here. No, it continues with your own experiences, your own tales of eerie encounters with these painted figures of dread. In the darkness of the comment section below, we ask you to share your own chilling clown experiences. Have you ever felt the hair-raising dread of a clown's unbroken stare? Have you ever been followed by a clown on a lonely moonlit street? Or perhaps you've stumbled upon a creepy clown lurking in the shadows of a forgotten circus tent. Each story you share not only adds to our collection of horror, but also serves as a reminder of the fear that these painted jesters can instill. Remember, your stories are important. They add depth to our understanding of this bizarre and terrifying phenomena. And remember, the next time you see a clown, don't forget to look beyond the painted smile